Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to do this gold glittery kind of look. I went ahead and did some gold shadow, but I also added in some gold glitter. You can X the glitter if you just feel like that's too much, or you can kind of go all out. I feel like I could really wear this day or night, it depended on where I'd be going, but I really loved this look. I love the way it turned out, and I went ahead and just paired it with a peachy nude lip. So if you want to see how I got this look, then keep watching. Okay guys, so I went ahead and did my foundation off camera. I started with the L'Oreal Infallable Pro Matte in Golden Beige. Then I went ahead and did my eyebrows too with the NYX Eyebrow Pencil in Taupe. So first I'm starting out with the Lorac Pro Mega 2 palette, and the color Tawny is going to be in my transition color with my Morphe M330 brush. You want to make sure when you're doing this transition color that you really blend it out. You want to take your time, you blend it throughout the crease, above the crease, and on top of your lid, so that really everything else falls nicely and neatly over it. Then with my MAC 275 brush, I went in with the color Saddle. And this color I'm going to lay directly on my lash line in my outer corner spot. So I wanted to lay it down on my lash line first and then blend it up into the crease area. Once again, take your time doing this, blend it, go back with your Morphe M330 brush, blend it some more, pick up a little bit more product and blend again. All of this really is going to be blending so that it looks just very flawless. Next, I'm going in with my Morphe M330 again and the color Tangerine. I'm going to put this directly in my crease now to kind of blend all the colors out and really bring everything together. Next color I'm going in with in the same palette is the color Gold Leaf. It's a really pretty gold color that I wanted to put on my lid. First I started out with a different brush and I didn't like that brush, so I like to go in with a lid color with a concealer brush, and I like to use that with my MAC Fix Plus and spray it on there as well, so that way it really sticks and brings out the color. Okay, so here I'm going in with my Maybelline eyeliner in Blakest Black with my Sigma small angled brush, and that's an E65. So here you can kind of do a wing. You don't have to do a wing. I wanted to do a wing just because I wanted to do it a little bit different and just really cat eye that out. So I went ahead and winged it out. Take your time. Remember, if you're not, always super great with doing your wing, it does take practice, so take your time and really kind of sculpt that out. Here I'm using the NYX Liquid Crystal Liner in Crystal Silk, and I'm just going to paint this onto the lid where all the gold is. I'm not going to go into the crease with this because then it will transfer, so I go right below the crease, but I just paint it all on the lid. I don't get it on the liner, the black liner that I'd already had, because you don't want that to get messed up. You want to keep that there. So just everywhere where the gold is, you just paint this on. I really loved this effect. Now this isn't my favorite gold glitter, but it was what I had at the moment, and I wanted that kind of shimmery, glittery effect, so I went ahead and used this. It does work, and it was beautiful in the end. Then here I'm going in with my Ardell 615 lashes. These are one of my favorite lashes. They're super dramatic. Some might not want to wear this out during the day, but they're super easy to put on. If you are a beginner, Ardells are always the way to go. I really enjoy using them because I feel like they're really easy to kind of teach yourself how to use and wear lashes. I did use the House of Lashes glue in the color black, which is my absolute favorite. I love House of Lashes glue. So if you haven't tried that, that's definitely a recommender. So look at the difference between a lash and not a lash. I love a good lash. Next is concealer. Okay, here I used the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. I went in first with the color Custard, and then on top of it, underneath, like in that little V triangle that I did, I used the color Vanilla because I like to mix the two. Custard is too dark and Vanilla is way too light and makes me look a little gray. So by mixing those colors, I really kind of got my own beautiful color that I liked. And then I went in with my Nude Beauty Blender. Make sure that if you use a beauty blender, that you're dampening that and you're really squeezing out the excess, because that really helps blend everything in beautifully. Right after I do my concealer, I really do love to set it with a powder because then I won't crease. I have a lot of fine lines under my eyes and I don't like to crease. So I make sure that I go in with a powder. So I use right now, my current favorite is the Bareminerals concealer, and it's in the color Well Rested. I really love this. It sets beautifully. I think it helps hide my under eye circles a little bit as well. So then we want to bronze up the face. So I went in with the cream bronzer from Sonia Kashuk in the color Rich Bronze, and I used my Makeup Geek angled contour brush. I really like to use this brush. It's not made for cream blush or bronzer, but I really like it, so I've been using that to blend out the cream bronzer. I'm not necessarily contouring either, but I am putting it in all of my contour spots. This is a little bit richer than I would have liked to contour with, but this does look really good on my skin compared to any kind of the grayer or blue tones. This one I like to really warm up the skin. Make sure you snatch the nose, get that big old forehead. I like to do my chin because I like to elongate it a little bit. So whatever is your preference, but this to me is mine. You want to make sure that you set all of that with an actual bronzer or a blush. So I went in with the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Bronzer right after I finished with the cream, just to kind of set everything, not necessarily to put on a lot more color. I like this because it's a little bit of a lighter color, but I really wanted to set that so that it didn't move around on my face, because sometimes cream products can move around, so you want to make sure that you're setting those with a powder. I lost the clip here as well, but right after I did this, I did go in and highlight my face with the Mary Luminizer by the Balm. Oh, I didn't lose it. There it is. I went ahead and highlighted really quickly, which I do love. I love a good highlight. I do that before my blush because I like it to look like it's glowing from within. Sometimes if you put it over a blush, it can look a little like sloppier or a little bit not as natural, so I like to use it before I use the blush. And then I went in with my Morphe E4 and my e.l.f. blush palette and used that little bit of a warmer shade. And make sure too that you're tapping it out because they are very pigmented for being e.l.f. and I just didn't want to put on too much right away in my face. somebody is texting me while I am recording. No eye look is finished or completed in my eyes without finishing up that under eye. So next I'm going to go in with the color Tangerine and Tawny and really smoke out that under eye. I like to smoke it out and kind of blend it out, make it a little bit lower. I don't mind bringing it down lower. I do think it's pretty on my type of an eye. Now everyone is different, but for me, I never can complete an eye with without some kind of shadow underneath there. See how I'm using a little bit fluffier of a brush? Make sure that you do use a little bit fluffier so that you can really blend it out. You don't want it to be harsh under there. You want to blend out those edges. And then just go in with your black eyeliner that's already left on that brush and use the rest to kind of just put a little bit of black in there on your waterline. Next, you want to make sure that you coat those lower lashes. So you have falsies on top, but you want to make sure that you coat the lower lashes. Also, I went in with MAC Dervish for my lip liner. I love this lip liner, and I overline just a tad bit my top lip just because I feel like it's a little bit smaller than my lower lip, and I like to overline that a little bit. And just add your favorite nude lip gloss. I went in with a liquid lipstick this time, and this is the rezy and Lipland called Rezy. It's such a beautiful peachy nude color, and it's perfect to wear all day. That's the final look, guys. I hope that you like it, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and until next time, I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys. Appropriate. I also did lush do this gold glitter gold glittery. The monster's victims are not really victims, but are hyper. Guys, I already did my face with the L'Oreal. Okay guys, I already did my face with the L'Oreal